Okay. Welcome, Xander. It's a great pleasure to have you here today. Can you brief us about yourself and your business?
Yeah, definitely, Noah. Thank you, everyone, for having me. It's a great privilege to be able to speak with you guys and give you a little bit of my side and what I do in life. So yes, my name is Xander Loggenberg, originally from South Africa, and I'm a musician. So what I do is I sing, I play music all around South Africa. I perform in front of people, and it's absolutely a true passion of my life. From the age of basically 14 years old, I was into singing. My whole family did music, and then I just decided to take a step up. So I'm here today, obviously, to tell you guys a bit more about my life and what I've done, and especially about music and vocal.
Yeah, it's really our pleasure to have you here today. Okay.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Okay, let's go with the questions.
Sure. I'm ready when you are.
Yeah. What is a vocalist?
A vocalist.
Yeah.
So a vocalist is anyone can really be a vocalist, Noah. Vocal is a thing that we all have. It's a talent that was given by our creator. And I believe that everyone in the world is able to use their vocals to sing. Obviously some people are musically prone and some people are not musically prone. So vocal is an individual with the ability to basically project their voice and then sing to people, from their heart or from their mind or whatever they feel at that point of time. But it's also projecting a certain sound, that they specifically like themselves. And that is exactly what a vocalist is. Someone that has the ability to sing to people and, make them happy, I guess.
We're really happy. Okay. Okay. Next question. What type of music does a vocalist work with?
Well, it depends on the vocalist itself. Every individual in the world has a specific genre of music that they like. There are people that like hip hop. There are people that like R&B music. People that like rock and roll music. So, it's just purely what you feel at that point of time. If you're a person that loves R&B music, then yes, you're going to obviously then sing R&B music and then follow that kind of line. Myself as a vocalist, I like to experiment. So I like to do rock and roll. I like to do R&B. I'm very versatile. So I don't think when it comes to music and vocals, you can decide if you want to do a certain kind of vocal, or you can decide if you want to be flexible and do different kind of vocals if you're that talented.
Yeah, that's very good. Okay, next question. Let's say, what kind of awards can a vocalist win?
Well, awards. Obviously, there's a certain award that every artist in the world will go for, which is the Grammy Award. I mean, we all know about the Grammys. It's quite big, but it takes you a lot of time, a long time to actually get there. So it's a lot of work. To become a musician is not really easy. It's just like a full-time job. You have to work every day to what you have. So you can look at Grammys in South Africa. We have something we call the Sama Awards. There's quite a couple of awards, but I think the biggest reward of it all is for yourself. You as a person, if you feel, what, I achieved something with my vocal, then that's great. That's a reward to yourself, or an award, as we say.
Okay, yeah, really. Okay, next question. What is your favorite song? One that you yourself have done?
My favorite song specifically is a song I wrote, which is called "Turn Back the Pages." It's a song I wrote a long time ago when I went through a struggle as a young kid. Trying to find my groove, trying to find the lines of music, and going through battles in life like all of us do. And that song specifically I wrote about going through a hard time and then being judged by people. And I said, why did you have to turn back the pages, and why did you have to turn me into stone? So, it's a very, very valuable song to me at the end of the day. And I think, that's a message that I would love everyone else to hear as well.
Okay, can you recite some of the lyrics of this song?
Yeah, absolutely. So the chorus, we're going to do the chorus, all right? So the chorus will go is, why did you have to turn back the pages And why did you have to turn me into stone? So it goes about being judged at a very young age by a lot of people, where people come and point fingers at you and say, you know what, you maybe come from a bad background, you did some bad things, but then you get into a conversation with people that you know that's close to your heart, and they will judge you upon what you've done in your past, but not who you are right now. And that's what the song goes about, to say, why did you have to go and turn back the pages and turn me into stone?
Yeah, you mean like look at the future, don't look back.
Exactly. Look at the future. You know, we can't look at the past and, you know, think about or hate each other for what has happened in the past, because we're living in a world right now where, you know, we can't really do that. You know, we have to look forward, and the only way that you really progress in life is if you look at your fellow individual and say, you know what, I'm actually placed on this earth to do something for other people. Yeah. And that's purely the purpose, I believe, in my religion, that my God has done, to say that I haven't created you just to live your life and live and be, but I've created you to be an ambassador for other people out there.
Oh yeah, okay, very nice term. Okay, the next question: do you write songs?
I love writing songs. That's what I do. It's my lifestyle. I write many songs, and it really depends on, you know, my mood, you know, what I feel at that point of time. But yes, songs touches my heart. It's close to me.
Okay, can you explain this process? Like, how does the creativity or how does the inspiration for the song come to you?
Absolutely. So with every human being, all of us, we have emotions or we have things that we go through. You know, so you might be going through a tough time. You might be feeling happy in the morning when you wake up, or you might fall in love with someone. So what I do is, when I feel something at a point of time during my day and I say, you know what, I'm feeling happy right now, then I think of words, you know, simple words. It can be love, it can be hate, it can be anything, but I'll take that word with the emotion and I'll think of lyrics. So what I do is I normally pick up my guitar and I'll just start playing a normal rhythm on the guitar, you know, and as I go on, then I say, okay, well, that's quite nice. And I start singing with that music. So as we go on with the song, then I start feeling a little bit more about where I'm going to go and where I'm going to progress with that song.
Oh yeah, like it starts with an initial feeling and then you develop it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I love to freestyle, and I think we all know about freestyling. Mm-hmm. So I can literally sit, I can pick up a guitar and I can ask you, Nour, to give me a word that you like or that you're thinking about right now. Mm-hmm. And I will literally sing you a song about that specific word that you gave me.
Okay, that's a promise.
I promise I'll do it right now after we've done all these questions. And I'm gonna, you can actually give me a word and we take it from there.
Okay. Okay. And the next question, what is a classical vocalist?
A classical vocalist, that's a tough one, but a classical vocalist is just a basic everyday vocalist, or it can be classical in the terms of classical music. You know, so it can be an easy, in-depth classical genre that they're singing on, or it can just be whatever they want to do, classical style. But classical would normally fall under more like an operatic kind of style, you know, opera music, those kind of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Okay, next question. What is a playback singer?
Sorry, a playback singer?
Yeah.
Oh, a playback singer, well, as far as I know that you get people that you call it a cover singer or a cover artist. Mm-hmm. If I do understand right, but a playback singer in my mind says to me that it's an artist that would then go and cover music of very popular artists across the world, like Rihanna or Elton John or Elvis, or you name it, you know. So a playback singer then would be a person that takes a song and they would sing it either in the way that the artist would sing it, or they would sing it in their own way, which I also do. I would take a song that's popular and I would go and rewrite the song, not rewrite, but I would go and put it into my own kind of style.
Mm-hmm. It's like you are singing the songs of others, not your own songs.
Yeah, yeah. So you're going to sing the songs of others. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, okay. Okay, the next question. How does a person become a main vocalist?
Okay. Well, to become a main vocalist, it depends on you as a person. All right. So it depends on your drive, your passion. You know, are you using music as a sideline kind of business? You know, is it something that you only do for the love of music and you just, you know, experiment here and there? Or is it something that you do full time?
Mhm.
You know, so is it something that you want to pursue and you feel that, you know, this is something where I can, you know, carry on with my life and make a living off it? Because we have to remember that music at the same time is just a job like an IT engineer has or an attorney has, and it takes a lot of dedication and hard work to get where you are. So with the hard work and dedication, you can possibly get there, but it's not going to happen with a snap of a finger.
Oh yeah, okay. That's my word, by the way. Okay, so keep it until the end.
Yeah, sure. Snap of a finger. I got it. I'm gonna write that down.
Okay. Okay, next question. Okay, take your time.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay.
I'm ready to rock and roll.
Okay. What are the 6 types of voices?
Oh, there's different kinds of voices. So you get different voices, and I think as an artist, that is something that you will discover. You know, once you start experimenting with music. You know, so you get individual that will have bass. You know, like a oh kind of voice. You have the alto. You have tenor, soprano, and that's about the basics of that, right? So it depends on how your voice is adapted, I guess. You know what God has given you. You know, if you are maybe a big bulky guy, then I can see you doing bass with that deep voice. And then certain individuals, if you let's say we're looking at gender, right? Females, you get like especially sopranos, you get altos. With male singers, you will get bass singers, you'll get altos, tenors, you know, so it really varies upon, you know, where you come from and what kind of style you have, but also most importantly, how your voice is. And that's really what it is.
Yeah. Where do you see me in this spectrum? Like, where do I fit?
Where do you fit in? I don't know. Can you sing me something, Nour? Sing me something.
Maybe I can
All
put
right.
it in the background.
So your voice, you would fall more on an alto, I would say. You know, like it's in between the bass and the tenor. So you'll be in between there. But it's really hard to say by talking. Talking is different to singing. You can talk, it sounds nice, but when you sing, you know, I get it a lot where people will look at me and they say, you know, we couldn't believe you actually sing like that. You know, as if they expected me to sound differently.
Mm.
But you get that a lot in music where you would look at an individual and you'll think, okay, great, I'm expecting this person to sing, you know, like a deep voice, and you'll get this big person that steps up and then all of a sudden they'll sing in this like beautiful high toned voice, you know, and it's something you would never expect.
Yeah, certainly I will follow this recommendation. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Sorry. The next question. What is the rarest voice type?
Sorry, just elaborate again.
Yeah, what is the rarest? The one that is so rare, that is not like you cannot find many people with this kind of voice.
I would say an alto. The alto voice is a very distinct kind of sound. You know, it's in between a tenor and a bass, and it's very hard. I mean, I've actually, when I was a young child, I was in choir, and I saw all. That's where I learned all the different styles of, you know, voices and who's got what kind of voice. But alto is one of those voices that I just couldn't get, you know, because it was so hard for me. You know, there's just certain individuals that could really hit that tone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even though I tried as much as I wanted to, it wasn't as an artist, my kind of niche. You know, so I said, okay, great. That's why I'm a tenor. I'm basically classified as a tenor singer. But then I would say, yeah, definitely an alto vocalist is probably the most rarest voice, you know, you can get.
Yeah. Okay, next question. What is the rarest female voice type?
You know what? It's just to think about that question. I wouldn't say that it's really a rarity. You know, there's so many different voice styles and so many different individuals. You know, you'll find that especially nowadays with the music industry, the thing that really attracts people is something fresh. You know, something that you have never heard. Look at what's her name, Billie Eilish. You know, she came up and she literally created her own genre. You know, and she's got this unique style that she sings in, and that's something that made her as an artist, because she came up and she said, you know what, I don't want to be known as the basic norm, you know, that's out there, and everyone's trying R&B and trying pop. You know, she tried something completely different. So I wouldn't say that there's a specific voice that's hard to get. It depends on the individual, you know, as to how they sound.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. Do you see that your work releases your inner power and inner voice?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, I love my work. I love what I do. I actually came from an environment where I used to work in offices. You know, I used to do call center work and telephone work, and you know, for a long time, I kept myself back, and I said, you know what, let me go into music and go further, because I felt disempowered when I was working in an industry that I wasn't happy with. You know, I got to work every day, I was upset, unhappy, and then as soon as I got into music, I felt that power lifting up in me again. You know, and that's a very important factor with anyone. You know, to do what makes you happy at the end of the day, and that's the key thing.
Yeah. Okay, that's really important. Okay. Do you see that you can affect? Yeah. Do you see that you can affect the people from your portal as a vocalist?
Yes, yes, definitely. Yeah, I think to impact people, especially with your music, will once more come from where you come from as an individual. You know, what your journey has been in life as an artist. You know, that is what artists do. Is they actually write about their experiences in their lives, and then once they write that song, that is what they bring out to the public, and it's something quite nice and something so sincere. You know, to listen to a person and say, you know what, wow, I can actually relate to what that person is singing about. And that's the key for me, is to know that, you know, that person is singing you a little story about what's happened in their life. And that's also the reason why you can sit back and listen to it, or, you know, dance with the music, or just like hum or whatever, because it means something to you as well. Maybe you've been in a similar situation.
Okay, now let's get back to our promise.
Yes, yes, the promise. Do you want me to do the song now?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So we're gonna do Snap of a Finger, right?
Yeah.
Right, I'm just getting my guitar ready here. So just to let everyone know, yeah, I'm gonna do a quick track for you guys. Purely that's freestyling, just for myself. It's not been written. I've not planned the song at all, and I'm gonna especially dedicate this to you, Nour. And it's called Snap of a Finger. All right. I was sitting watching everyone burning to the ground, but the snap of a finger, she came around and she sang that beautiful sound. And I say, there is true love for you. Maybe you can see. Baby, snap your finger at me more and I'll be there for you. Snap your finger for me. Snap your fingers every day, 'cause I want to love you every single day. Yeah, there we go, man.
Okay. Yeah, it has been really great talking to you, Xander, today. I can't appreciate it enough.
Pleasure. It's been a great pleasure, Nour, and I wish you guys all the best with your initiative. I had a bit of a look, you know, on your Facebook page and what you guys do, and I love it. I love it, and I only wish you guys the best. Whenever you want to speak again, I'll be more than happy, and I'm very graced to have you guys here today.
Thank you very much.